Ladies and gentlemen, I have breaking news. I just finished a bag of chips right before this monologue, and I just want to tell you that I'm a foodie, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm tired of chasing after these damn skinny girl dreams. Yes, I said damn. I know some girls, they love that idea of chasing after being skinny and looking like they're on a diet of salad and a juice cleanse. But I cook, I eat, and I cook. That's what I do. In some parts of this country, people say I might be fat or not so skinny. But in South America, in Africa, and this is a fact by the way, my size 12 actually equates to a size 2 or a size 0. Shout out to Bethany Frankel, who created the Skinny Girl line. Let's get together and create a not so skinny girl line. Because you know very well, Bethany, the brothers need something to hold on to. We have a great show for you. This is Success Stories with Serious Voice.
We in the same boat. We are all alike. But I refuse to stop here. Going on for my life. My fists are pumping in the air like I'm Mike Ty. And no amount of pain in no albums in my life. You can't stop this flow. Success is knocking at my toe. Stronger now, I'm ready now to walk through that door. My next is coming soon. Don't try to block the flow. You ain't no ordinary. Call yourself extraordinary. Woo!
Today's guest made history when he became the first stand-up comedian to host New York Black Expo 3 times in a row, the first stand-up to host Taste of Runway Atlanta, and so many other firsts. He's done a commercial for BET, featured on HBO, MTV3, also graced the stage at Caroline's Broadway Comedy Club, and so many other stages. His accolades are too many to list on this 1-hour program. I'm honored to have award-winning comedian SherwinXL with us today on Success Stories. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Sirius. Hello, how you doing?
I'm great, and how are you? Yes, let's take it back a little bit to, the folks that inspired you to get into comedy. Because, most within the Caribbean Black community, when you tell your parents, hey, I want to do comedy, or I want to do music, or I want to do film, this, man, you better go find something better to do. Mm-hmm. So,
that's nonsense.
So, yeah, basically, who were the people that inspired you, that made you look past comments like that to pursue your dreams?
First and foremost, families are funny, and I got my sense of humor definitely from my grandmother, my mom, my uncles. My dad was laid back, dry humor, but when it comes down to comedians that I looked at when I was growing up, I would definitely, of course, Richard Pryor. But the people that made me want to get up on stage, I would say, I got to go backwards. It would be Bernie Mac, Robin Harris, Robin Williams, and definitely the person that when I was looking at him, 2 people, Eddie Murphy, of course, and Sam Kinison.
Okay. So how is comedy helping you to get through in this season? Because, these are tough times, and in general, most people are so accustomed to getting out, touring, doing comedy shows at Caroline's, and all these, these places. Now you're not able to, and you're forced to do everything online now.
What's so funny is before COVID even started, after I performed at Dangerfields, which was 2018, I said I was going to take a little break and work behind the scenes with Harris Haith. And for artists who, for me, I don't want to sound like too smug, but this time around when there's nothing to be done, artists, this is like a walk in the park for us to a point, because when it's quiet time, it's creation time for us. That's how I feel about it. And there's a couple other people that feel the same way, but then there are some guys that they definitely need to go and get their finances going. For those that didn't save, they're like, I should have saved now. But I see other comedians that they have their Instagram up, and they have the what are those new fans only that's out there. It's there's some of them on. Oh, she's like, I don't know.
I don't. I haven't a clue as to what he's talking about.
She's like, what was he talking
Fans
about?
only?
Yeah,
what platform are you talking about?
That's the name of it. It's called Fans Only. There's some folks that are going into it. There are some folks that are going
only
into
fans.
it. Yeah.
It's called OnlyFans.
It's OnlyFans for him.
Yeah.
Like everybody else, I've been binging on like Carol Burnett, I Love Lucy, so Honeymooners, Jeffersons, the original.
Okay.
Not the ones they were trying to bring back,
Well, what do you think about, these networks bringing back all of these shows from the 70s and 80s?
I know they're doing it because they're classic. I know they're doing it because it's classic. However, the guys that did it, like I think Jamie Foxx was playing George Jefferson, Woody Harrelson was playing Archie Bunker. They're great, but it's nothing like the real thing or the original.
Right.
I say, hey, thank you, and I applaud those guys for doing what they did. But there's nothing. I grew up on those other guys. From Sherman Hemsley and Carol O'Connor. So it's like I'd rather go back to that and watch the original. Because I was talking about it the other day. It's funny that you mentioned that because one of my favorites was when Sammy Davis Jr. Was on Archie Bunker, and he kissed him and he snapped, and Archie was like, ah! It was like, so you don't. Those folks that played those characters had an extra something to them. These guys today, they do have something extra to them too, but those particular characters, those actors, those comedians had a little something extra back then that I don't think anybody can multiply, because I've talked about it time and time again. If you look at somebody, there's not too many people that can hold the candles of Sammy Davis Jr. or James Cagney today. Not too many people can hold a candle to them. Like Jamie Foxx could. Because Jamie did a wonderful job on, what was it, Ray?
Right.
And then also Joaquin Phoenix.
Right.
Because not only when he did the Joker, he played Johnny Cash from before. And I think Kevin Spacey did, he also sang in the movie that he did. So it's, there are some folks that do have the talents from, the golden age of Hollywood that need to step up even more. And the ones that are out there, if you're out there, step forward. We need you.
I want to highlight a major citation that you received. Now, I can't even say that stand-up comedians receive citations on a regular basis, because they don't. And this particular citation that you received was from Nassau County's Ed Mangano at the time, and you weren't operating as a stand-up. You were operating as a human being who was concerned about a young woman. Tell us about the story on how you got that citation.
Yeah, basically, there were two reasons. I went out to do hosting for Unity in the Community, which is a car show, and they highlight many talents within Roosevelt and around the area of Roosevelt. And a gentleman by the name of Mr. Robinson that worked at the Roosevelt Public Library heard about something that I did, which is what you're talking about, and that is I was taking an exercise, just taking a walk from Freeport to Roosevelt, and Donnie McClurkin's church is next to a bus depot, and I was walking down, and I heard a little girl yelling, "Mommy, mommy! They're trying to hurt me. They're trying to take me." Okay. And this little 9-year-old girl, I said, "What's wrong?" And she came up to me and said, "Those two guys, they're trying to hurt me." And I got on the phone with her mother, and I told her mother she should be okay. I told her where we were. She's like, "I'm coming right now." And I told her to call 911. And I did the same thing. I got her on speaker, and these two guys were trying to. I said, "You don't know them?" She's like, "No, I only know my mommy and daddy." And I told my friend Mr. Robinson. He went and went and talked about it and got me a citation. Got a World War II Brigadier General to present it to me as well, which was. It was really nice, because I basically would hope that any gentleman that saw that situation happening before them do the same thing. I'm a father. I have a daughter, and I would hope that if I'm not around, that somebody's going to step up. When it comes down to my fellow comedians out there, you do your absolute best to bring joy to this world, and especially yourself. because now in this time of COVID, I know there's a lot of people who have broken up. Couples have broken up.
Because they don't like each other. People don't like each other anymore. They never really liked each other to begin. I've said this, and you know how I am because I'm very serious. That's why this is Success Stories with Serious Voice. I keep it real.
Yes.
If you didn't like your partner from beginning, COVID shouldn't be the one to come in and break it up. You just never really liked them.
That's a Scooby-Doo thing. Like, this is who I really am.
You don't like you.
I said I love you, but I never like you.
You know, I might like, you know, spending 10 minutes with you, you know, a day.
Like, service me and go back over there.
Like,
service me,
exactly.
Service me and go back in your room.
Exactly. So COVID hit, and now we're forced to spend 23, 22 hours in the house together.
You know,
it's for a lot of people, they've come to that reality.
I've seen some guys walk out of their house in my neighborhood in Roseville, like, he has his family inside. He's playing a video game in his car. I'm just like, why are you? I need to talk to myself. They tell your kids, they tell you crazy. So I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious, bro? Like, yeah. I was like, yo.
Oh yeah, your man Mr. C is back with a hot mix right here on Success Stories with Serious Voice. We're going to get the party started with Levi. Been so good, I hope you enjoy it, man. We're going to get the joint started right now. Johnson, 5 o'clock. This joint is blazing. What you know about this?
Close eyes, open hearts begin.
my alarm, I hear someone knocking at my door, telling me they got problems, and they wonder if I can solve them. I can't even find the words, Father, pray you hear me from above. My God, stay with my friend. Can you tell me what's happening from the beginning to the end to the end? Okay, I'm leading me the room again. Do you mind if I start playing? Close eyes, open hearts, beating. Don't need the only one. Above you there is none. Victory is won when battle is done.
Yo, I know this is blessing you, man. That's all put me that work. Come on now, vibe with me. Vibe with me.
It's like leading down me to help those in need. From clock in the morning and stretching yawning. As I check my alarm, I hear someone knocking at my door, telling me they got problems, and they wonder if I can solve them. I can't even find the words.
Sonny Hawkins, daddy's got you. Be encouraged. Come on, stick with me.
You got a bill, so you got a kid. Guess who sees it, guess who knows and cares about it.
Ah.
Almost broke again, trying to work your plan.
California's very own. Shout out to the West Coast.
You don't have to worry, no, you don't have to bother. It's being handled by your almighty Father.
Yeah, that's right, it's being handled.
You lead your mind on through it. He loves you so much more than you could ever know. Ain't got to stress about a thing. When life gets hard, just learn to live. Your daddy's got your hand.
You know who got you?
Show responsibility.
Man from above watching you.
Get rough, they got
He got your back.
your daddy's got your hand. Focus on what's real. Satan wants to steal your sanity, your health, and any happiness you feel. Stress is just a game. You never have to play. Jesus rose so you can cast out devils in the name. Give your problems to him. I thought you said you knew him. Yeah, he's the one that's trying to carry you through him. I know it's hard, but you can't let down your guard. He cares about you and he wants to see you smile.
Yo, man, I'm here to pick you up, man. You can't be down forever, man.
It's hard, just learn to live.
I'm here to help you dry them tears. I'm here to help you play that music and get over your issues. Come on now. This music can help put your problems aside just for a moment. And nod your head to this.
It's your responsibility. Get rough, you got to live. Your daddy's got your hand. Just an illusion. I was supposed to see. Thought I could control my life, but Jesus helped me see. Trying to show the issues, wasted energy. I don't hold my future. God is holding me.
Never knew a love like this. Never knew a love like this.
Oh, yeah, the truth for you. The truth. Philadelphia, stand up.
Never knew a love like this.
Never knew a newfound love. Uh-huh.
Love like this. Never knew a love like this.
Nod your head to this.
NEWFOUNDLOVE. We call this love now. Love now. Our newfound love.
Newfound love. Oh.
NEWFOUNDLOVE. We call this love now. Love now. Our newfound love.
Love me, hug me, trust me, like someone who can trust me. But I'm looking for the wrong places, to fill the empty spaces in my life. And I always wanted to up with all faces, and on the basis of my relations, have early foundations, hustle, sensual sensations. Tried to find lovely females that I could see well. They were when we were in spread the news around like emails. The big fuss, it wasn't love, it was lust. And I must confess that I was thrust was inconspicuous. Plus, the love I had was self-seeking. Looking for a house that I could sleep in. Dreaming for the weekend. Flesh was nothing, but my soul was weakened. Trying to fill the void with sex, but that was like candy without the sweetening. All my years I needed someone to love me with. And it got me like a godly love is no secret. W-F-O-U-N-D-L-O-V-E. We call this love now, love now, our newfound love. N-D-W-F-O-U-N-D-L-O-V-E. We call this love now, love now, our newfound love.
You speak the language of love, plus you blow the minds of angels above. You can't explain, yeah, your son just to break up the grudge, so that you and I can make it with love.
Peace that surpasses all understanding, baby.
Love is like
That's what he's talking about.
He's still a judge like Judy. Doesn't love you just to show what you need. And truly not committed to you. Simply on the basis of your duty. If he was, then he best do what you can do for him. But his love is strictly based on will be over sin. The love I'm talking about is more than a trend. A perfect love that's attached to your friends. Trust your friends, give me your tone. You're always big and small. He loves you just the way you are. With your flaws and all. He sees your needs. Gets you wherever you are. He loves you when you want to rise and even when you fall. If meant to say it doesn't change like the leaves that fall. He proved his love with draws when he stretched his palms. Jesus, baby, his love erased our guilt. Jesus, baby, his love and all my filth. Jesus, I read about it in the book off the shelf. Jesus, he loved me when I didn't love myself. Now check the love sequel. How he loved a bunch of buck people. Better places on the hill and make a tuxedo and marry us. Love the threshold to carry us. Fabulous, I'm very touched to how he loves us very much, and I got brand new found love in my life. I got brand new found love in my life.
W-F-O-U-N-D-L-O-V-E. We call this love now, our newfound love. N-D-W-F-O-U-N-D-L-O-V-E. We call this love now, our newfound love.
Oh yeah, it's been a pleasure bringing you this mix. Follow your man on Instagram and Twitter, MRC_live. God bless you.
I've made some mistakes.
You should've given up on me.
You still hold on to me anyway. I know I've taken for granted the many times that you've blessed me. You still provide for me anyway. Listen to my heart saying, you took my life and you changed it 'cause you saw the value. Without your love, I'd be nothing at all. I'm here because you love me and you never let go. And you keep holding on. I'm here because you love me and you never let go. And you keep holding on.
Even though I made a mess of what I call a life, you show me exactly the way that love fights. Greater love, you got better plans. I got the victory today. I put my life inside my Savior's hands.
You took my life and you changed it 'cause you saw the value. Without your love, I'd be nothing at all. I'm here because you love me and you never let go. And you keep holding on. I'm here because you love me and you never let go. And you keep holding on. Greater love than this, then one would give up his life.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
Lord, you love me, and that's the reason I survive. No greater love than this, that one would give up his life.
There's nobody like you, Jesus.
Lord, you love me, and that's the reason I survive. I'm here because you love me, and you never let go. And you keep holding on.
Thank you for loving me, Jesus.
I'm here because you love me and you never let go. And you keep holding on.
You keep holding on to me.
my knees cause I was giving up. It looked like I had folded and I had enough. While I was on my knees, my Lord was lifting me up. He getting me up. He getting me up. Yeah, you thought I was on my knees cause I was giving up. No giving up. It looked like I had folded and I had enough. While I was on my knees, my Lord was lifting me up. He getting me up. He getting me up. He
Looks
getting
can
me up.
be deceiving, yeah, I'm breathing, you better check my pulse. Just when you thought I was dead, of course, you swear you had saw a ghost. Because I'm alive and I'm breathing, it's my season when it shouldn't have been. Oops, you just counted me out too soon, my friend. Say hello to my big old God, I'm his child, and yes, he is my kin. When I'm weighted over and overwhelmed and burdened, I throw those in like a child, cause the fight is over, I have no punches left. I lost a few times, now I'm empty like no lunches left. Right when you thought I was done or it was over, right when I heard that I wouldn't make it, God said, son, who told you that stay sober? You on your knees, let me hear some praise. Find a song, better start to sing. I'ma hear you and send them angels down to clear up everything. Satan, he don't bother me, cause he know who my father be. He saw the blood that was on the tree, every drip drop that was for me. From my head to my size 8 feet, there's a head surrounding me. While I'm down here on my knees, I felt my help show up, God about to get me up.
You thought I was on my knees cause I was giving up. It looked like I had folded and I had enough. While I was on my knees, my Lord was lifting me up. He getting me up. He getting me up. Yeah, you thought I was on my knees cause I was giving up. No giving up. It looked like I had folded and I had enough. While I was on my knees, my Lord was lifting me up. He getting me up. He getting me up. He getting me up.
Better be my music if you thinking about playing me. Only time it's wise to count me out is if you paying me. Got the Lord on my side, you don't hear what I'm saying, B. You